How's it going, Pisces community? Alright, so let's go ahead and call in the angels and ancestors and get this introduction started. What is it that needs to come out for the Pisces frequency? I like this already. Alright, so we have some South Node energy. And now the divine is going to push you into something else. And that something else, because we have South Node energy, has to do with your prosperity. All right, something that you're not seeing that you're at odds ends with is luck is on your side. Be careful when you go into a warrior type of mindset, what you're fighting for, who you want to fight for, what you want to fight for, and who you're going to fight kind of thing. Be careful, because when you start to aim things, are you aiming with truth, or are you aiming to make people feel how you feel? Something we're not seeing, and you're at odds ends, is it's time. It's time to release the negativity here that has to do with whatever it is that you want to react to. Maybe whatever it is that you want to take control of. You are good enough. I like that, because as we're talking about the magician represents Virgo energy. How we communicate, how we think. It's also a very analytical energy. The goddess behind this and the energy behind the house of Virgo talks about self-examination and improvement. This is a time to be giving yourself medicine, and this medicine could be showing some love to yourself. Maybe what you're trying to control has to do with things that you feel like are your only possibilities. And right here, you're confused on believing in the impossible. Maybe you can't see how things are going to work out in your favor, even though you feel like it's not going to work out in your favor. Remember, everything is divinely timed. Piscean house, 12th house energy, ending old cycle, preparing for a new. This is a hard house to work through its energy, but this is something where that's your golden ticket to things. And this has to do with showing the world the real you, your authentic self. We got the 11th house here, social aspirations, ideas, and reform. Now right here, with Aquarius coming in. Aquarius is the 11th house. It's the house right before you. So there's something here that you've held on to, but you've had to put on an act. You've had to master this role in order to have it for so long. But that is not your authentic self. A part of this energy with this story is you being able to realize that there is a part of you that you've held back from the world. So let's go ahead and get started with the present here. This is why it's important for you to be honest with yourself, Pisces. Figure out what it is here besides the external environment that you're holding on to. You need to go into your heart, and you need to speak the things that you are afraid to speak of. You need to speak of the things that you feel like you may not even be good enough for. You need to speak of the things that you've been holding back from yourself. All right, so I'm hearing angels of protection and universal energy. What is it that needs to come out for the Pisceans present here? Truths, investing, not giving yourself a chance to juggle, not sitting here and holding yourself back because of what once was. what once was when it came to what you thought the ideal fulfillments were. These are pretty decent cards, and for them to come out in reverse, it's a little worrying for me for you, because this tells me you're not good in a mental space, but then too, you're very distant with your emotions. But again, the divine is going to tan that hide if you're going against it, and it's not going to give you a chance. I think that you're running from your emotions, and it has to do with your mental state. So really check in with taking care of yourself, because this could be something that's throwing you off. It's definitely when we run into vitamin deficiencies, they can really wreak havoc in our emotional being and in our mental being, even in our physical being as well. So make sure you are taking care of yourself. Could be your emotional being that you're worried about. We have something here in the emotions that has to do with 10 of Pentacles, your stability. You're really stuck looking at these resources, stuck crying about these resources here. And you don't have a choice on things. You don't feel like this is the right thing. You don't feel like whatever's happening should be happening. There's a lot of frustrations about that. I hear a Pisces wanting to kind of like yell and scream because they're so worked up about this. Something else that we're not seeing is a 7 of Swords. You don't know how to... It has to do with gathering. You don't know how to gather more resources. You don't know how to gather the stuff that you have. You don't know how to hold on to everything maybe that you have gathered. This has to do with you stepping out of where you've been. This has to do with knowing that there is still luck on your side, that you're not just going to lose it all, that still there's something in the works for you. And it has to do with believing in the impossible. What else needs to come out for the present? You've been crying a lot about this. So much that you can't even breathe through your nose at times. Like, this is something that you don't know what to do with. You don't know who to even speak with, or how to speak upon this. This is definitely Pisces really feeling alone. So we have a Prince of Cups that comes out. Very confused on this Prince of Cups. That has to do with some kind of success. 9 of Pentacles. Then we have this King. This King of Staves. All I know is where you're at. They're very emotionally immature. They're focused on their own accessories a little bit more. What I'm hearing is they're focused on gluttony. And gluttony is usually more. A person's never satisfied when they're in that gluttony kind of frequency. It's a lot of stagnant energy. Whatever it is, it's not a fair investment. It's not a fair give and take here. So right here, you don't realize that this person, this situation, this place feeds into your mental instability. Could be your unstable mental health. Could be something that's going on with your health here. The stress of this situation, unknowingly to you, is messing with your health. It could be your emotional, your spiritual, your physical, and your mental health, or it could be all 4 in 1. Bringing on this depressed kind of energy, not knowing how to feel about it, but at the same time you're not confronting it. You're kind of just taking it as it is. And I can't say you're taking the good with the bad. No, because it doesn't matter whether good or bad. It is as it is. All right, so divine and universal energy, let's go ahead and get started with this conclusion. What is it that needs to come out for the conclusion for the Pisces frequency? Alright, so this has to do with manifestation, some resources as well. I like this. You don't really see it, you don't understand it, you're at odds ends with it. It has to do with anger. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. Something else we're not seeing is trust. Leap into the unknown, have faith, and move forward. Believe you will fly. This comes at the emotional journey you're getting ready to take. This also comes in to help you know that, you know what, you may lose a lot around you, but trust that those material goods did not make you who you are. The things in your environment don't make you who you are. You at the core, the way you operate, the choices that you make, the things that you do behind closed doors makes you who you are. Again, this has to do with the resources, something that you're not seeing, you're at odds ends with. It comes to strength. Look at that, you get the darker unicorns right away. There's a first time for everything. Wow, I'm telling you, you're going through this shadow side right now. Strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. Remember, you may be losing. Say you do go off on this adventure. You may lose out on a lot and have to start from a clean slate. But is it a really bad thing if you end up losing something, someone, someplace that doesn't even see you? That only has you around for their benefit? I mean, wouldn't it be good to lose something like that and be able to go towards something else that's even better? Think about that one. Phew. All right, this is very beautiful. This is awesome. This is somebody who's getting ready to go on a journey, if they choose, that many others are scared to go on. Many others will settle with things to avoid this journey, but they don't know the gains, the harvest that you can get after you embark on this. Just believe in the impossible. Definitely believe in the impossible and open up to starting to share how you're feeling and stuff with somebody who is of guiding, mature energy. Again, a psychologist, a therapist, a counselor. Avoid family right now because, again, you're going to feel too judged. All right, Pisces, this is going to conclude it. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your patience. And don't forget to thank your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, as well as divine and universal energy for coming on in and helping out with all these positive messages. And I hope that you have a most wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.